He goes. We just left seeing Wanda, and we're coming off the skyline out here, so I thought we'd film a little bit. We haven't never really filmed much out here on this mountain before. It's a pretty place. I was telling Christina just now that if I ever moved off our mountain, this would be the only other place I'd come to. It's pretty out here. It's nice. I like it. My papa lived out here when he was young, him and Mama, and he run the, back then it was called a dime store, little general store. Had feed, and the front part of the store was like a regular little old store. And one of the sawmills that's out here, Papa used to work it a good bit. And a lot of land out here they would plow and stuff. So this mountain's also got some history for my family as well, on my grandmother's side. Wanda was tickled about seeing us. She was showing us every little bitty thing. And I did make a little video. She was showing us in there a little bit, showing us our flyers and all that stuff. But it's real windy out there today, guys.
Oh, yeah.
You might want to use earbuds if you got them. I told Christina when we was leaving, she kept standing at the door waving. We was waving at her, and I guarantee you, as soon as she turns around, she'll start that crying. It just breaks my heart. She'll be alright though. We told her we'd come back out the next day we're off. I figured Wednesday or Sunday one. Usually when she's off.
Sorry if there's any jittering, guys.
Yeah, she's just holding the regular camera. I'm not using the dash thing right now. This wind over here whistles a little bit.
Yeah, and I bet it's driving him crazy.
Yeah, we'll come out here one day and bring Wanda up here and we'll do this little buffet. And there's one of them restaurants right there. Something kitchen. Ida's Kitchen or something. And this one up here looks like an old shack, but it's got a buffet in it. We ain't done past it. We ain't done, no, it ain't. It's right there. That old one right there. It's a buffet. Tilted a little bit down. Try not to be too tilted up. When your arm gets tired, let me know and I'll grab it. Right there used to be the dollar store and everything, and a food mart, and they took it out. Now all they got's this, what's this thing up here called?
DG.
Dollar
Market.
Store Market or whatever?
Yeah, it's DG Market.
Yeah. But it's convenient. I mean, it's just right up here, maybe 8 minutes away, you know. I asked her, did it get bad up here last night? She said, yeah. She said, my lights went out and everything. And she said that her daughter come and got her and took her up there to her old man's mama's house. They stayed in it last night at the big old brick house. And I was kind of wondering about, you know, because she stays during the day by herself. But she says sometimes her daughter comes down there and stays the night with her and everything. I thought that was pretty cool. And I got to give credit where credit's due. Her daughter, that porch that's on her place,
Those look
she
good.
did it. She did it by herself by watching a YouTube video on how to do it. And it actually turned out great. So, good on you there. And she likes it out here, but then again, it's still not home, but she's doing good, and over time, it'll be a little better, but I do think that she still has some times where her mind kind of still slips a little bit. She was talking about Larry being there, and that caught my attention. From everybody else, they ain't said nothing about her mind slipping or anything, but when she mentioned about Larry liked her place and everything, it kind of, took me off guard there for a minute. But, if she don't, well, y'all know, if she don't urinate or her bowels work right, she can build them toxins back up and cause her to have stroke-like symptoms. But I pray it don't get to that. I'm gonna call her daughter this evening probably and ask her to keep an eye on if she's using the bathroom correctly and all that. She had to wear that catheter for 2 weeks, I think. But them toxins have been building over months, and we don't want her to get back to that again. She'll go to falling and all that stuff. So I'm just going to make sure they keep an eye and ask her every day if she's used the bathroom. That was the only thing, though, that she said out of the whole time we was here for about an hour and a half. And everything else has been right on point, But I watch for little things like that. And I'm constantly, even she's been out here this long, when we was filming out in the yard and stuff, I'm still constantly looking down at her feet, And she wears them old long dresses. I hate that she might get tangled up in them one day.
That's why I was walking right behind her.
Yeah. That's how come her to fall. The towel's got her feet tangled up in that cover. Them old long dresses. That I watch her too when she's walking up the steps or down. I make sure I grab her. Christina was right beside of her when we was
it's
going back.
It's a force of habit.
Yeah. But you've done perfect with one, I'm telling you. I don't know what we'd done without you. That's the God's honest truth. And during that video, I'm going to remind y'all now, her hearing aid is not working worth a flip.
Yeah.
So when you see that she don't hear me correctly and she's still saying something else, that's why. That hearing aid she did have just really ain't working at all. And then they got her this other one from somewhere, I don't know.
It was working for a little bit.
Yeah, it was working good for a while. But this one here now has got where it just kind of comes in and out a little bit. And she's learned over the years, to watch her mouth, and she can tell what you're saying if she watches your mouth. Poor thing.
Definitely sorry about the bumping.
Yeah. These roads need to be fixed too, but it's still not as bad as out there on the mountain. But you're going to have bouncing no matter what we do.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty open fields out there. There's a lot of pretty fields and corn. And they still do cotton out here.
Mm.
They got a cotton gin out here. They do soybean, vanilla, pretty good bit of stuff. String green bean. I noticed year before last, down in Fackler, down here where Moody Brick is, I showed you guys that old mansion that's haunted. On the way getting there, I seen that they were still picking cotton by hand over there. These bigger fields, they use machinery, but over there they were still doing it by hand. I thought that was pretty neat to see. One of the mothers said they did their share of daggum cotton picking. I never did have to pick no cotton, but I've done a lot of hoeing in a garden, though. Done my fair share of gardening, that's for sure. Papa always had a big old garden. James had a big old garden. Burl had a big old garden. Your arm tired yet? Your arm getting tired yet? Hang on, let me get out here on the highway and I'll take it.
I'm trying to watch your drink so it won't spill.
Sorry. Let me get it for a while.
You can.
Sorry guys, I'm grabbing the camera. How much are we on? 13? Jolly Ranchers. One that said, I can't eat them.
So I got him.
Doctor told her to watch on her sugar. I said, yeah, right. One day ain't gonna turn that candy loose for nobody. I never knew what that old plant right there was. He closed down back in the 80s and then opened up as something else. I don't know now. It used to be the Lee plant where they made Levi's.
Oh.
But I don't know now what it is. They ain't no tellings. And I like filming like this. I know some of you guys, y'all like riding along videos and all that, seeing things that you normally don't see every day down here. And two, it never hurts to have a camera running anyway.
never know what you're gonna see or what's
Or
gonna
how-
happen.
Somebody gonna drive stupid and cause a problem.
Yeah.
It's always best to be filming anyway. Right there used to be Marvin's. And they closed it down. Right there's where I came to when I first got my license when I was 16.
Mountain Lakes.
Yeah, well, it used to be the driver's license plate. The old bowling alley used to be right there. They got one now over next to the grocery store down here in Scottsboro. I like this place up here, this unclaimed baggage. They got a lot of stuff. They're high, but they got a lot of stuff. It's a good place though to get cameras and all that stuff. Yeah. That
There's
unclaimed
like two
baggage
different
right there.
stories.
Huh?
There's one right here, there's one up below.
There's one right here on the left too. Unclaimed baggage.
That thing is huge. That place is huge.
Yeah. Here you go. Go right through cemetery over here. Cedar Hill. Go ahead and roll your window down and I'll roll mine down. Y'all come up and talk to us. Huh? Talk to me. Well, I'm not. What? Make sure it ain't tilted. Here. Frank? Can you hear me?
No, what?
He's somewhere. Frank? Can you hear me? Yeah. He's right over here. I'll film over there. What's up? Elizabeth? Hattie? Y'all come up and talk to me. What's the name on that one? Thomas?
Thomas J. Barnes.
Thomas J. Barnes. Can you hear me? Must hurry. For what? Miss Barkley. He knows you were sick. guys. I'm having to grab the... I think that's nice right there.
That big egg. You mean that big egg?
Yeah. Come up and talk to me. Huh? I like running the PS in here, but when I'm down here, but I thought I would just run this regular one. Moody. Yeah, there's a lot of Moody's in here. You know? Is that what they said? Yeah, you know?
So.
Bench blew over. I guess it did that last night during the storm.
Probably.
Yeah, it blew over. Huh? It's all good. Yeah. You ever heard of getting over a little bit? Well, guys, we may film again here in a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and cut it. I love you guys. See you after a while. Well,